Flylady Diane here. Welcome back to day 14 of the Flylady's 31 baby steps. So how did you get on yesterday? Yesterday was day 13 and we did our first cleaning mission. Did you do it? Did you set your timer for the amount of time that you had? Did you let go of your perfectionism and say, you know what, I don't have time to do 15 minutes, so I'll just do 10? I hope you did. Here's my Flylady timer. Actually, I've got several of them. I use my timers for everything. Up until now, in these baby steps, we have been building small routines. We've been getting dressed to shoes, and yes, I've got my indoor shoes on. And also we've been looking out our outfit in the evening for the next day. Have you been doing that? You'll probably have noticed by now that I have a uniform. I mainly work from home, but my uniform is, some kind of top, pair of dark jeans, blue or black jeans, and a necklace. And then I always, when I'm working at home, it's quite cold around here in this big house, so I put on a fleece, but I always have a jacket so that if I'm going to meetings, appointments, or running out and have to help somebody in town, I can just throw on my jacket and I'll look presentable. So don't make it too complicated, the outfit that you have for the next day, but use your nice things, get some jewellery out, put on an extra squirt of perfume that you've been saving up in the back of the cupboard for years. Let's use these things, we want to feel good and ready to work. We've also started to declutter. We've been doing a room rescue, going into the worst room possible and just working 5 minutes, setting the timer for 5 minutes and doing what we can. We've been decluttering the house, 15 minutes in any room that needs it. Yesterday we did a cleaning mission, and today we're going to talk about something else which is going to get us organised and give us a bit more peace in here in our heads between the ears, because it's one thing to have the house clear and organised, but also we want to feel like we're ahead of the game, that we're not forgetting about things. So today we're going to talk about having a calendar. Do you have a calendar or a diary that you use? A desk diary, a wall calendar. This is the Flylady one, and remember, you do not need Flylady products, you do not need any special timer. Please just use what you have. We don't want you to go shopping for things. This is the Flylady one. This is my one from last year. I like calendars that go from August to August because that follows the school year, but get whatever you can. You're going to need a place to write things down. And I've got the Flylady calendar, and you can see the great thing about this one is it's got huge spaces for writing things down. You can, write down all your appointments, if you're going to the dentist, get your hair cut, school meetings. And also this calendar is big enough that you can actually write in, what's for dinner. If you start writing in every time you make dinner, what is for dinner, that way you can actually look back and you've got instant menu planning. Once you've written down 2 or 3 weeks of menus, you can use that. Anyway, we'll get to menu planning later. We're just doing the baby steps. But from now on, we want you to, as soon as you open your computer, as soon as you open your smartphone, try and make sure that you have a calendar or a diary beside you. Because if it's anything like it is for me, when I open it, there's some date that I need to write down for a school meeting. If you've got the calendar right beside you, you're going to write it down immediately and you won't forget it. If you don't have a calendar beside you, you know what happens. You say, oh yeah, I must remember to write that down. And we've got so much going on in our heads, we can't remember everything. So do yourself a favour. Before you start checking mails and appointments, making appointments, get the calendar beside you. Also, if you're scheduling in the doctor, dentist, hairdressers, whatever it is, have the calendar beside you, and also make sure that you schedule that appointment to suit you. Because normally if you phone the doctor, they'll give you whatever they have available. But you know, you can look ahead and say, you know what, I need it on a Monday or a Wednesday, whatever. From now on, we're going to start putting ourselves first, and we're going to write down everything so we don't forget. You can put your calendar, you know, I keep a calendar in the kitchen so that everybody can come and see what's for dinner, what's going on. If you want to keep it in your office, if you want to keep it in your bedroom, Flylady keeps hers on the back of her bathroom door, I think, because that's where she sees it. Just make sure that you see it and you use it. Maybe you even want to have a meeting, you know, once a week on a Sunday night with the rest of the family, with the kids, significant other, and just compare notes and say, okay, what's coming up this week? Get it all in the diary, because we have a saying in our house, if it's not in the diary, it's not happening. All right, so I'm going to keep it short and sweet for today. Just keep going with the routines, and please make sure before you go off doing missions or get carried away with those things, make sure you're dressed to shoes, make sure to set your timer, and when the timer stops, you go off and you do something else, whether it be break time or missions. This thing of wanting to do all or nothing, that's what we are fighting against, you know, because we will either go completely gung-ho with things or we won't do it at all. And that's the mindset that we're trying to change here. Yeah, we're not decluttering, you know, all of your books in one day, because life doesn't work like that. You know, when the kids grow up and then they don't need their baby books, and so we're just constantly decluttering in small chunks. And it's the same with anything that we do. We're just focusing with the timer, and when the timer stops, we go into something else and focus on that, okay? And that is also, you know, me time, break time, yeah? We want to make sure that you get a lot of me time. So that's it for me, Flylady Diane. Pretty dreary weather here today in Copenhagen. Let's hope we get a bit of sunshine again soon. I shall see you tomorrow for day 15. We'll be working on something new again. So let us know how you're doing in the comments, any questions in the comments, and I shall see you all tomorrow. Okay, have a great time.